I live in a town that, as of the 2017 census, the population was 550. When making decisions on which doctor to go to, where to go to eat, or where to go on vacation, I ask my family, friends, and neighbors. I take their word because they've experienced it, and I trust their judgment. As we move into a more social age, the word of mouth is on a much larger scale. You can reach more significant amount of people with social media to share your experiences. As of 2016, 196 million people in the United States had social media accounts. And they forecast that by 2021, that number will rise to a whopping 216 million. There are a broad variety of advantages to using social media. Social media has changed the way people shop, play games, connect with one another, and even the way they do business. Using social media in business has multiple advantages. One substantial benefit of using social media is the low cost accompanied with a large audience. With such a large audience, it can potentially cut the cost of marketing, increase sales, and allow for greater customer engagement. In the past, marketing budgets for companies had to be remarkable enough to pay for a TV commercial or even radio ads. Now that social media, you can cut the marketing budget because it's free for business to use and create dashboards. After creating a dashboard, all the cost you really have is the cost that you want to put into the social media site. But it would be recommended that you have someone to take responsibility for it. Responsibility for replying to notifications and generally overseeing current and potential customers. Using social media allows for marketers to target certain groups of potential customers just by clicking a few buttons. With minimal experience I have using Facebook in my previous job, we were able to create posts and then choose certain attributes of people that would see, such as age, gender, geographical area, or even the type of interest people had. In this day and age, we are always looking for the new and exciting. With social media, it allows you more outlets to find that new and exciting. As we occupy more of our time scrolling on social medias, we are more exposed to new brands and new products. Brands are growing as Facebook pages are growing. Facebook pages are growing to over 60 million. In a report by We Are Social, it shows that about 4% of Facebook users respond to Facebook posts. Twitter offers similar attributes as Facebook, but Twitter is more likely to show you new videos, which allows for recalling more brands and becoming more loyal to certain brands. Social media creates brand awareness. For example, your post gets shared with 10 people who on average have 1,000 followers. By result, around 10,000 people are exposed to your post. That is a lot of exposure without setting any demographics and without spending any money. With all the advantages to using social media in your business, we must also open our eyes to potential disadvantages. Using social media in your business, the biggest disadvantage would be start using social media without having a plan in place so that you don't potentially waste money by using resources and not ever seeing any results. It can also cost you resources because social media is immediate and demands daily attention or even hourly. You won't be able to see any results if you don't constantly coddle that social media presence. Also, a risk of having business social media, you put yourself out there to share, for people to share their experiences, whether that be good or bad. The open interpretation for potential customers to read. As always, a risk of being online is being hacked by people with negative intentions, such as to ruin your business that you have built up. Another disadvantage is the disruption it can cause in a place of business. It can distract your workers from the work they were brought in to do, and it can also make customers feel as if they're not the main priority or number one, when all they hear and see is employees paying attention to their notifications and social media, they might potentially go somewhere else. Like all business choices, there's always advantages and disadvantages. I believe in this specific instance, the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. The largest decision-making advantage is a lower cost of marketing and the immediate response to a business's post. Even though all the disadvantages could harm a business, with a speedy and correct response, you can lower the damage and continue to reap the advantages of using social media in your business.